Hey Azalea, have you ever wished a car could rise from the grave like a zombie, but sexy?
Only every day, Gavin. If I had a time machine, I'd skip straight to the garage, not history class.
Same. I made a list of the top 10 legendary cars that should totally make a comeback.
Ooh, count me in. I'll roast the specs while you serve the nostalgia.
1. Toyota Supra Mk4. Let's start strong. The Supra Mk4, the car that made 10-second car a household phrase thanks to Fast and Furious. Interesting fact, the 2J engine is so indestructible, people joke it could survive a nuclear blast.
Not even mad. It cost about $40,000 new now. Your kidney had 320 HP, a 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, and topped out at 155 miles per hour, basically a polite way to say I could gap you without spilling my coffee. Two, Mazda RX-7 FD. Alright, time for the RX-7 FD. Rotary engine, tiny but mighty, and thirstier than your ex on a Friday night. Interesting fact, its 1.3L rotary engine made people go, wait, that's it.
Tiny but terrorizing. It cost around $30,000 to $1,000, had 176 HP, a top speed of 155 miles per hour, and did 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. Not the fastest off the line, but it'll drift past your insecurities. Three, Nissan Skyline GT-R R34, the R30 for GT-R, Paul Walker's ride, and every tuner kid's wallpaper. Interesting fact, it was so ahead of its time, it had onboard telemetry before Teslas made it cool.
Came in around $45,000, packed 176 HP, but wink wink, it was more, did 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds, and topped out at 165 miles per hour, basically the Batmobile. If Batman was 23 and had frosted tips. Four, Honda S2000. Let's go Topol's S2000 style. Interesting fact, it had the highest HP per liter of any naturally aspirated engine. Screamed like a banshee at 9,000 RPM.
Yup, priced around $34,000 with 240 HP, 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds, and a top speed of 149 miles per hour. Best part, you could redline it just to scare people at stoplights. Five, Dodge Viper GTS. Now for the angry American muscle, Viper GTS. It had no traction control, no ABS, and all the power. Interesting fact, it was banned in Europe for being too dangerous. Iconic.
Original price, about $70,000. It boasted 450 HP, hit 0 to 60 in 4.0 seconds, and maxed out at 185 miles per hour, basically a V8 powered Death Wish on wheels. I want to. Six, BMW M346. Let's get German. E46 M3, the one that made people sell their souls for a manual. Interesting fact, the SMG transmission tried to be futuristic and mostly just confused people.
It sold for about $47,000, had 333 HP, 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, top speed 155 miles per hour. It's the car that says, I go to track days and therapy. 7. Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution iX. It's time for the Evo iX, aka the car that taught every teenager how to do AWD donuts in the rain. Interesting fact, its ACD system adjusted power like a caffeinated wizard.
Cost about $35,000, packed 186 HP, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. It had rally DNA and an attitude problem perfection. Eight, Pontiac Firebird Trans AM, old school muscle now. Trans AM, the car that literally wore a flaming chicken on its chest. Interesting fact, Smokey and the Bandit made this car way cooler than it deserved.
Originally about $8,000 to 120 HP-ish, 0 to 60 in 7.7 seconds, top speed around 120 miles per hour. Not fast by today's standards, but 10/10ths for vibes and chest hair. DeLorean DMC-12. Let's go full back to the future. The DeLorean DMC-12. It looked like a spaceship, but drove like a soggy baguette. Interesting fact, it needed plutonium in the movies. In real life, just patience.
Cost about $25,000, 130 HP, 0 to 60 in eventually around 10.5 sec. Top speed of 110 miles per hour, basically 80% stainless steel, 20% disappointment, and 100% iconic. Ferrari F40. Let's finish with a bang Ferrari F40, the final car Enzo Ferrari approved before his death. Interesting fact, no ABS, no power steering, no radio. Just raw, unfiltered speed.
Originally for $100,000, but now millions. 471 HP, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, top speed of 201 miles per hour. Driving it was like wrestling a cheetah in a tuxedo.
Well, can we just agree modern cars are boring now?
Totally. Bring back pop-up headlights and engine screams, I'm begging.